he felt that at my age I might wander off someplace. But this thing of age, you know, I seem to be the recipient of a lot of emails these days about age, and the people want to send me their comments and little jokes, and some of them I thought were pretty good. We might just share those very briefly here today. I won't take up a lot of time with these, but one I liked too was about the elderly gentleman who leaves his home. He's going to drive downtown. He's gone about 10 minutes and he gets a call on the car radio, and it's his wife, and she says, "Oh, Fred, please be careful because I just saw on TV where there's a car driving the wrong way on the freeway." And he says, "All right, there's not one, there are hundreds of them." Another was about the 3 old astronauts out walking across the ramp, and you know, your faculties do change as you get older. Unfortunately, that's true. Your additions that help you hear, right, and so on. And so these 3 elderly astronauts are walking across the ramp, and the first one said, "It's windy." The second one says, "No, it's Thursday." And the last said, "Oh, me too, let's go get a beer." But the one I like best, I guess, and this one is true, this one sent to me. This one happens to be a letter. I received an actual letter I received a boy in Illinois. And he said, I won't give his name here, but he writes me this letter, and he says, "Hi, I'm so-and-so, I'm 9 years old, 3rd grade at so-and-so school, Illinois. I wish you could come. Just recently I had to do a biography report, and I picked you because I want to learn about the first American orbiter. I loved reading about your life. When I had to do my presentation, I made a poster and dressed up like an astronaut." And he asks a couple more questions, but then he finishes with this, which I think is really great. He says, "I'm glad you're still alive because a lot of my classmates' biography choices are already dead. I hope you write back." And I must say that letter got the fastest reply out of my office. 50 years ago. It's hard to believe it's been that long. It seems very vivid to me. It seems more like a couple of weeks. And I guess it's natural because we were experiencing some things, or I was experiencing some things we hadn't had the opportunity to really experience before, so it was vividly impressed on me at that time. Already been mentioned, it was the days of the Cold War. And these were days when we didn't know communism, what was going to be the role of communism in the future. And the Soviets at that time had been bragging that they were superior to us, that they had better technology, better research, because their rockets were going into space while ours were too often blowing up on the launch pad. And they were taking students into the Soviet Union by the thousands and training them and giving them their education and sending them back to their countries as communist emissaries, in effect. And so it was a time when we were at a period of sort of self-doubt, and along about that time was when our space program started, and so that was a lot of the impetus for us. But I believed even at that time, even though that was part of the driving force, that there was far more to the space program than just that kind of technical competition back then. I thought then that people have looked up for many thousands of years and wondered what was up there, and what we could do if we could travel up there. And what would we learn? Would we learn anything? Who knew? Nobody knew. There's one thing that our nation is founded on, is